How much of the weight loss was cutting the hair off?
Yeah, that's probably some of it, yeah. I used to have real
Was that a big decision for you, or was it just something you wanted to do?
Yeah, nah, I kind of just wanted to do it. You know, fall camp was right around the corner, so I did it like right before camp started.
Thanks, TJ.
Yeah, thank you.
TJ, who would you say are some of the toughest defensive tackles that you've had to go against in practice?
I would say Zane Durant. He up there. I think Zane is a really good player. You know, he has like natural leverage because he's, you know, a little bit on the shorter side, but he's strong as an ox. Are you saying like all time, like, or here?
All time ones, yeah.
Yeah, I'll probably say him and Shamar Turner. He was a second round pick to the Bears, so I used to mix it up with him a lot. My true freshman year and then my redshirt freshman year last year. So, but I think all these guys like Xavier Gilliam, he's getting a lot better. Like Alonzo Ford, he's a great player. So I just like mixing it up with them. It's real fun.
How have you seen yourself grow as a player? What's maybe been the biggest change to a routine that you do or the way that you approach the game since you've been from Texas A&M to now here?
Yeah, I would say that's two words, like Phil Trautwein. Like his preparation, what he does like day in and day out, like he's probably right now doing a voiceover for tomorrow, or that's 15 to 35 minutes and he expects us to watch that, you know, or we have these really long tests that he makes us do throughout the week. And I think that's great because it shows, like us doing it shows him that we're prepared for that game that week, and it's every week. So I think just his level of preparation for himself and for the O-line, like it's just a real testament to how good of a coach he is. So.
Can you describe how you might see the game differently? Just getting, becoming more of a veteran player, just kind of, taking more reps. Just how can you visualize it and then describe it?
Yeah, I would say, like I said, just with the preparation that Trout makes us do, like day in and day out and week in and week out, like it just helps me play faster. I feel like knowing that what my job is on each play, and then knowing what everyone else's job from center, right guard, left guard, like all five. So I feel like him, like I don't know. Just the preparation that he makes us do makes me play a lot faster, and that's one thing I've noticed since I've been here, for sure.
TJ, James has talked about in the past the kind of body transformation that you went through after you got from Texas A&M.
Yeah.
What was that like from your end, and how was this kind of different than your previous experience in the strength and conditioning program?
Yeah. Well, we had Coach Moffitt when I was at A&M. So I remember whenever I took my visit here, like Coach Losey knew who that was. So it was like, I would say it was pretty similar. I was off for like a month and a half, so like just getting back in like football shape, running around, moving around and stuff. But it was good. I put in a lot of work with Coach Losey, so I'm just excited to continue that throughout the season and then, all next year too.
TJ, over here, losing that weight and making your body a little more like what they were looking for.
Yeah.
What specifically goes into that? Is it watching what you eat only? Is it more running? What is it?
Yeah, I feel like it's all the things, like just trying to eat a little bit better, just pushing myself more, like maybe doing some extra cardio and stuff like that on different days. But yeah, I feel like just being more intentional with like how I eat and the work I put in the weight room, and then also outside of that, running around and stuff too, for sure.
Can you introduce any new foods or anything?
Nah, just kind of the same old training table.
When was the first time you met Zane? He mentioned that you guys know each other from way back.
Yeah. No, I've known Zane for a while, probably like freshman year of high school. So I think he was a sophomore. But yeah, I've known Zane. I knew Zane. Freshman year he was a sophomore, and then we kind of talked every now and then. But he was like one of the first people I talked to whenever I was thinking about coming here. So it was great to have that relationship.
What has it been like knowing him from that long ago and seeing him now, preseason All-American, where he is in his career? Yeah,
I could have told you that he was going to be like that. I played one game against him. It was a spring game in Florida. Sometimes you play like with different high schools during spring, so at the end of spring. And I played against him. He was playing DN. He was probably like 240. Now he's probably like close to 300 or whatever he is at. But I knew he was going to be a good player. I never thought he was going to come over here to Penn State, but I'm so glad he did. He's a great player, and I'm just so excited to see like what the future has for him.
What was his pitch to you to help get you to come here?
Yeah, he just kind of kept it real with me. Like he said, it's a physical, blue collar like type of program, and I knew that from whenever I talked to Coach Trout and Coach Franklin on my visit. So I was just excited to get up here, and then whenever I told Coach Franklin and Coach Trout I was coming here, it was just getting ready to work.
Did he complain about how cold it is?
Nah, but I know deep down, yeah, for sure. He's used to the Florida Heat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you expect to have a role initially early on when you were thinking about transferring to Penn State?
Yeah, I mean, in my head, like that's always the goal. But I kind of wanted to have, less expectations, just so I can kind of have a chip on my shoulder and just work. I did that all spring and all fall camp, so I'm excited that the position has put me in, but I'm still not satisfied for sure.
I was also over at Texas A&M. You kind of more or less transferred in together, but what's your connection with him and just seeing how different he's been from his time with the Aggies and then now here at Penn State?
Yeah, I mean, he's a great dude and he's a great player. Like, he's real twitchy, he's fast, he's physical. So, I mean, I knew what type of player he was as soon as I got to A&M because I used to go up against him. So I knew exactly what Penn State was going to get him, and it's going to be a great football player. And I think he's only getting better. So,
When you
with
time
him,
for 2 more.
with him sliding inside, what kind of issues does that cause for a guard? What makes him a tough matchup now at D tackle?
yeah, just his twitchiness. Like, he's real fast. I feel like he didn't skip a beat when he made that transition from DN to D tackle, and he's real long. Like, and you have to respect his power too. I mean, he's pretty strong too. So, just having all those different things in his toolbox, it makes it hard to block him for sure.
Last one. Somebody take it.
What's it like being in a rotation where James calls you a starter, says there's 7 starters, but you're not in that first 5, but you'll be out there. What kind of mentality do you have to have in that sort of role?
Yeah, I feel like I just got to be ready. I put in work every day. So, I mean, just being ready for when my number's called so that I go out there and give the best for this Penn State team.
Thanks, TJ.
Yeah, appreciate it. Thank you, guys.